What's up, guys? How's it going? Happy Saturday. Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend so far. It just started. There we go. Make sure all my stuff sent out. We have a decent amount to cover today. I might end up going over again because I just whenever I see something I'm interested in, I pull it up and we talk about it. That's just kind of how I go here. Thank you for posting the Rumble too, there, Herschels. I see that. Hokies, I should say. I always say Herschels, even though I think you're Hokies in more spots than Herschels. But let's go say hi to everybody. What's up, Charlie Stevenson? How you doing? I see Abe. Lulu. What's up, Lulu? I think these all posted before I went live, so I don't know if you guys are still here, but hi. What's up, Justin? Keely, how's it going? Tara Crystal, thank you for the $2. Hello, Wicked. Here's a small donation. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. What's up, Americus? Oh, I see Wicked's Vibe and Bunny. Hello. Mark of Reality, how you doing? Joel, hello. What's up, Azur? Psychotic Mongoose, Miles, Unlimited Power, Trey. I see you guys. What's up? How you guys doing? How's everyone's weekend going? How's the weather where everyone is? Because I know that storm just passed through a lot of states. I just got a little bit of rain. Even though I'm in Florida, it was not it was all good. It was fine in my spot anyways. What's up, Drunken Sailor? Okay, let me see. I don't know what I want to talk about first. Oops, I accidentally just X something out. Cool. That's probably what I did with the Andrew Garfield story last week. Sorry about that. Anybody who didn't catch that, I know I was talking about. I had Andrew Garfield on my thumbnail and everything, and then I must have accidentally exited out or something, and I completely forgot to talk about that story. But the next day, I hurried up and recorded a video reading the article, and it's pinned in the comments of my last live. So if anyone was wondering what the heck went on with that's what it was. I made a whoopsie daisy there. Gotta turn my fan. It's kind of hot here too. Sorry. Oh, that's great, Tara. No damage. That's good. Oh, thanks, Justin. What's up, Corey? Back to work tomorrow, so it's a nice way to spend the night before. Thanks, Justin. Yeah, we're just chilling. I don't know what I want to talk about first. I don't know what I just X'd out, but oh well. We're gonna talk about some horror stuff today too, because I feel like September is officially we're getting into spooky season because October and things are happening in September. I'm really excited for Halloween Horror Nights. This is kind of a big topic here, so we're gonna. I was kind of I almost hit stop cam. When I read this, so I'm not. Is anybody here into One Piece? I seen maybe like 1 or 2 episodes. It wasn't really my thing. It didn't grab me. I know it's been on for like ever, so there's a lot of fans. But apparently, oh, thanks, Hokies. I'll look into that after this article because I have no idea what I just X'd out. I have like 10 different articles to talk about up. What's up, Demajane? Never seen it. Yeah, it's not everyone's like cup of tea, but so One Piece creator Ichiro Oda, don't know, I never pronounced these names right, was brought to tears by Netflix's live action adaptation. I thought so. I mean, maybe it was good because if it's like it's the creator, right? So that's like their baby. I seen like a little bit of like pictures and stuff, and it looks okay so far. Um, So on paper, adapting One Piece, a manga filled with rubbery protagonists, giant swords, fish people, and yeah, there's fish people in it, and flamboyant costumes for live action seems like a task as foolish as trying to become king of the pirates. But for Tomorrow Studio CEO Marty Adelstein and partner/president Becky Clements, it was a challenge they couldn't resist. So when I first seen this, I was like, I don't know. they completely screwed up Cowboy Bebop, right? And that, like, I just don't know how they messed that one up so bad. So when you see that and see what Netflix did with that, and then they're trying to take this, like this said, like flamboyant costumes, fish people, how are you gonna make that not look ridiculous? But anyways, apparently the creator loved it. So I mean, I want some fans. I want to hear what actual fans of the show think, because I'm not gonna have good input on it because I'm not a fan of the regular show. Not that I disliked it, I just didn't really get into it. I think maybe Mando watches it. We're gonna have to ask Mando what she thinks if she watched any of it. Is it out yet? I don't know if it's even out yet, One Piece, or if it's still just trailers. But anyways, because it was such a big piece of IP, beloved all over the world, where basically masochists, Adelson joked to the rap. We just felt that there was a way forward to do it, and if it could be done, it would resonate with all the fans around the world. It was a challenge we couldn't not pursue. It's also a challenge that's already paid off, at least on some level. In early January, the teams of Tomorrow Studios and ITV Studios hosted a screening attended by One Piece's creator. Okay, so it was a screening, so I don't think it's out yet. He literally had tears in his eyes, Adelson said. It was a big buy-in for him to let us go do this. So how did we get here? How did the studio behind Netflix's version of Cowboy Bebop, the John Cho-led live-action adaptation that was killed by social media and quickly canceled? Killed by social media, that's a little no, I think it was killed because it was nightmare fuel and it just looked absolutely ridiculous. They took this people that aren't even really into anime can watch Cowboy Bebop and think that it's an amazing show because it is. Um so to say that social media killed it, it's like that's kind of messed up to say. I don't know what word I'm looking for here, but they're basically trying to blame the fans for not liking it. And it's like, well, because it was crap. That's why they didn't like it. If it was good, they would have been excited for it. Like, what the hell? Yeah, as their live action anime adaptations are very difficult to make, and rightly so. Exactly. It's yeah, see, a lot of people don't like live action animes because it's hard to do that. I'm sorry, I just can't believe they said it was killed by social media. No, it was killed because you guys didn't do a good job with it. But moving forward, this isn't about Cowboy Bebop. How could they turn around and create an adaptation so true to the source material that it received a letter of support from One Piece's creator? It's a journey that's been literally years in the making. In fact, it took 2 years and 3 trips to Tokyo for Tomorrow Studios to gain Oda and One Piece manga publishing company Shueitsu's trust. Those first introductions were made by Tetsu Fujimura, who has served as a producer on other anime live action adaptations such as Ghost in the Shell and Cowboy Bebop. Both Adelson and Clements were already big fans of One Piece, which helped them convince Oda and Shueisha that their version would stay true to the original story. When the Tomorrow Studio leaders felt that they were in over their heads, they led on their senior vice president and resident, One Piece expert Nick Louie, to help them speak Oda's language. The first buy-in was, hey, instead of making a movie and waiting 10 years, we can get this made in 2 or 3 years on the air, Adelson said. Well, yeah, people didn't like Death Note either. IGN gave what 6 because it stayed pretty close to what Cowboy Bebop or this One Piece. I know, right? Uh well, I don't know. I guess I'd have to get people's opinions that liked One Piece. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll watch like an episode or something just to see. Americas, thank you for the 10. Oda, like Oda Nobunga. Nobungia. I don't know that one. Why you gotta put a word I don't know after it? Oh wait, you pronounced it correctly, Size. Have some greenbacks. Thank you for the 10, Americas. Um Azur says it doesn't help that there was a huge difference in Faye Valentine's. The anime Faye was incredibly sexy, but definitely trouble, while LA Faye wasn't Faye. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, because so I will say I hadn't when the live action dropped, I hadn't seen Cowboy Bebop yet. I just recently watched it this year, and I'm honestly happy I waited because it was a nice. I don't know, it was nice. You know what I mean? There's all crap coming out now, so when you get to watch older stuff for the first time, it's great. And I loved it. I really loved it. I want to rewatch it. Actually, I probably will give it a rewatch soon, and I want to watch the movie. But then, like, after watching the live action, like the trailer, I was like, whoa! Now I know why everyone bugged out. What's up, Reese? One Piece is your typical jump shoeing. I seen 1 or 2 episodes, but it just wasn't my thing. Like, I do like anime, but I'm not someone that is just like sucked into every anime. It depends. I'm particular about it a little bit. Okay, let's see. Unlike the Tomorrow Studios' previous big anime adaptation for Netflix, One Piece's creator remained heavily engaged throughout the entire development and production process. Oda would often focus on ensuring the adaptation represented his character's truths accurately. According to Clemens, he was dazzled by the production design and really supportive of casting decisions. Anytime series developers Matt Owens and Stephen Medea would stray from the source material to make a moment more resonant for live action, Oda would embrace it. Okay, well, we don't need to watch the whole. Oh, here we go. We're talking more. Oh, there's more Cowboy Bebop. I want to read that. 50. Thank you, Toneberry Master. Just dot question mark. Does it say something else? Nope. Just oh, look it. If I go on the other side, I can like it. Does it show up for you guys if I like it? I can like the super chats. 50. Thank you so much. Oh, cool. So it shows when that's nice. Cool. What's up, Blue-Eyed Scorpio and Achilles Jones? Before I continue, let me go say hello over on Rumble. There's 10 people over there. Thank you. I see Hokies and Real Patriot Party and True Survivor Cinema. Like the anime, but not sure about the live action, True Survivor says over on Rumble. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either, but apparently the creator loves it. So, I mean, I guess that's good for fans, right? I mean, I can't accurately say anything because I don't sorry, I'm getting a bunch of emails. Still looking for places. Okay. Jibuzz, where's my mouse? Says, I have mixed feelings. They kept a lot of main points which I liked, and the cast was perfect. I understand why some of the changes due to working with a smaller cast. Wait, this is I stopped because I seen they're talking about Cowboy Bebop because they're really heavily comparing it, which makes sense because, well, according to them, to this Yahoo Entertainment article, it's our fault. Social media killed Cowboy Bebop, not the terrible casting and just everything else that was wrong with it. But this collaboration was far different than what the team experienced when it came to Cowboy Bebop. What was originally poised to be a major genre tentpole for Netflix was canceled after 1 season following scathing reviews and poor reactions from fans. Yeah. He says, I love, of course there was. I loved Cowboy Bebop. I was shocked by what happened with it. We all still love it, and we don't look at it as a failure, Adelson said. Really? Because to me, it seemed like a really big failure. No, you're fine. It's a One Piece article, but like we're going back and forth between Cowboy Bebop and this, so I asked. But it definitely informed a lot of choices we made on One Piece. So the failure of the Cowboy Bebop live action maybe might have saved One Piece a bit. We chose Bebop to have that tone and to have a little more character creation because not a lot of it existed in the original. Not a lot of the backstories existed in that property, whereas One Piece, everything is there, Clement said. Cowboy Bebop was a masterpiece. That's it. Okay. I will say, like, look wise, it does look better. Like I've I know what the characters look like for One Piece, so the cast looks fine. I don't I mean, maybe it's good. I want it to be good. I don't want things to fail. I want fans of One Piece to love this. I wish that us Cowboy Bebop fans could have loved that, but it didn't. It just didn't turn out that way. Mark of Reality with a 50. Thank you, Mark. Among all the weird stuff Hollywood is doing to beloved PIs recently, they seem to be absolutely bent on making all of the attractive female characters ugly, as anyone else notices. Mark, you are so... Listen, I'm going to actually... Thank you for that, because I'm going to dive into that in 1 second. I got some stuff to say. I've been watching some stuff, and I'm like, what the actual heck? What's up, Ian? Cowboy Bebop was so bad. Even if you set everything else aside, the pacing and writing alone was enough to condemn it. Did you watch it all? Bless your heart if you watched that. I didn't watch anything. I watched the trailer and I will not touch it because, yeah, can't lie. So you've seen it. It is out. I enjoyed One Piece live action. Didn't love it, but it wasn't terrible. Well, that's good. That I want that. I want um people to enjoy it. But yeah, what Mark said here. So I'm actually gonna make a video on this soon. I'm waiting for it to finish up. I have been here's one example. Like, not all of them are actually this bad in this. This is kind of going off topic, but with DC animation, all the old school stuff is amazing, right? I actually just watched the Batman Hush animation today, and I've never seen that one, the movie with Riddler, and they actually have all the villains in it, and they all look good. The Catwoman looked great, and it was just I don't know when this one came out, but I'm watching. I kind of stopped because I'm really just like not super interested in it. Like it was okay. There's parts of it that are okay, but the Superman one, the Sailor Moon Superman transformation, that one, the first few episodes were like okay, but they are making the women like butch and ugly. And to the one point, what was her name? She's the fire girl. I can't remember her name. And same with the Ice Girl. You see her in the Harley animated one that's also going on right now, and she's skinny and like, she has like, short hair, her original design, but they make it like that shaved androgynous look, and it's just they make them look so ugly. And also, if anyone here's a fan of Adventure Time, I love Adventure Time, and I actually am enjoying the Fiona and Cake that it's if you guys know, they're kind of like a sequel-ish to Adventure Time. And even in that, now I don't know, it's not like they changed the character, but there's this girl in it, and she's just so big and butchy with that shaved androgynous haircut. And I'm like, I don't know if that's supposed to be a girl or not. And they're just doing that with everybody. It's like, what the heck is wrong with making women feminine? I don't understand that. And people think that it's supposed to be like empowering or something. I don't know if it's not Firefly, Mark. I'll have to look it up. But I'm actually, when I finish the Harley, I'm not going to say anything about it, but when I finish this last season of the Harley show on HBO, I'm making a whole video. Like, I'm probably going to go full disparu and just kind of rip it apart. Just wait. We'll get there. Raider with the 100. Thank you so much, Raider. Hold on. Raider's got to get some. I got to find one. I'm going to add something just for Raider. He's going to get 2. And he didn't give a dragon this time, just eyes. Thank you, Raider. we'll give Raider 2. He's gonna get Batman thumbs up and Bangarang. Thank you so much, Raider. Pat, oh my God, seriously, look, Pat from Saturday Night Live looks more feminine than some of these girls. Like, it's insane. But I'll just for like a tiny bit of a spoiler of what my review is going to be like when it comes out every week. So I'm waiting. I think the show's almost done. The new Harley show, what they do to the men in that show. Oh my God. Like I'm just like watching, I'm just sitting back, just waiting till I finish the whole thing. And I'm just seeing what they're doing and what they did to the women in the show too. I'm just like, what the hell? Like DC was top tier in my opinion for their animated stuff. Like, wait, we can X this out because we're done with this. We're actually gonna do a Cowboy Bebop something in a second. I actually have something to talk about with that. But it's insane because I always thought that like with Marvel, at least back, let's go back like, I don't know, 10, 12 years. I don't know. Marvel had it with the live action, like Avengers and Winter Soldier, right? Their stuff was great. Not that DC doesn't have good live action, but I looked at it as, Marvel has the live action down and DC really had the animated stuff down. Like I love the animated movies. I'm glad that HBO has them all because I'm catching up on ones that I hadn't seen, like Hush. I just watched that one and it was pretty good. But Mark, you're so right. Because I just seen it today because I'm watching the Adventure Time sequel. I love Adventure Time. And they did it right in certain things. Like they made it where let's say like teenagers were watching Adventure Time and now it's made for people that are like, older, like late 20s, 30s. It aged with the audience, and I appreciate when shows do that. There's no live over on Rumble. I just got to email Americus. There is. I'm live on Rumble, right? Yeah, 13 people over there. What's up, Deconstruct? One Piece swimming wear. What's up, JC? It is live over there. Americus, here. Let me copy the link. I forgot to put it on Twitter. My bad. It's all right though. I think here. There it is. It should be. There's people talking in the live chat over there. Maybe it's messing up. Sometimes Rumble does that. Yeah, I see. There's a few people over there. Boss Hog gave a gifted sub. 5 gifted subs, Boss. I'm sorry. That picture, I still say it's Mazza sneezing, but it's not. Thank you so much, Boss Hog. Groovy. 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Enjoy your emotes and welcome to the Potato Squad, to the 5 new members. It's so funny how I got an email that America's commented on my video. I'm like, what? Hello? What's up, Charlie and Soul Assassin? I see you guys. Psychotic Mongoose. I don't remember if I said hi to you. I've got an older Adventure Time for you. Blue-Eyed Scorpio, calm down. Wolfsbane, how you doing? I just rewatched Hook 2 days ago. Abe, yeah, it's great. But anyways, Cowboy Bebop. Let's see. Well, we're talking about anime. Cowboy Bebop's hard to find steelbook edition is being re-released. That's awesome. That's kind of cool for the Cowboy Bebop fans. That's a nice little collector thing. Waiting for you to go full disapproval. Oh, that video's coming for the new Harley show. There's parts of it that are okay. I really enjoyed the first season of that, but they're just yeah. So yeah, you can pre-order it at Walmart. This isn't like that much, but I just thought that I don't have a potato emote. Really? I'll fix that. Check Ian 100 over on Rumble. I also can be on Rumble. I can be anywhere. Thank you for the 100 over on Rumble, Ian. Hold on, here we go. Bruh, thank you. I will definitely add a potato emote. But yeah, when I do that video, I will be, because bruh. But yeah, it comes with a memo from Cowboy Bebop, the dub seasons remembered, Dinner Aboard the Bebop. Wait, what is this? Wait, the animated by Sunrise and airing in 1998, 1999. The show was a huge hit thanks to its smooth animation, fun story beats, and memorable soundtracks. For this anniversary release, the entire 26-episode run comes with a number of special features. Okay, so a memo from Cowboy Bebop, the dub sessions remembered, Dinner Aboard the Bebop, Cowboy Bebop Session 0, English and Japanese commentary tracks, interview with Wendy Lee, interview with Cartoon Network producer Sean Atkins, Ian's Summer Vacation, textless opening and closing songs, and tank music clips. That's kind of cool. That's it. There is a movie. It's like not really, it's not a continuation. It's like a different story in that universe. I haven't seen it yet though. What's up, MD Swan and Tara over on Rumble? How you doing? Oops. I did this send. Oh, I guess not. Oh, you mean like, no, never mind. I thought you were talking about something else. Never mind. All right. What do we want to bring up now? Here, since we're talking about Harley, this is a good Harley. Let's talk about Miss Arlene. Which thanks again, Tara. I have that box was so big and I wanted to keep everything in the box like for the move and stuff. So it's in a closet safe. Um so it'll be put on display once I move. I'm back here now. It takes me virtually no time. Thank you, Ian. All right, so this is Arlene Sorkin's 10 best performances as Harley Quinn. Arlene Sorkin was the inspiration for Harley Quinn and played the character to perfection in the DCAU. Here are her 10 most memorable performances. Yeah, she will always be the best Harley. Tara Strong does a great job. She's not a bad Harley. And I actually didn't even mind oh my gosh, what's her name from Big Bang Theory? Not the one who's doing it now, Kaylee Kuko. The other one, the blonde with the glasses. She did it in the Harley and Batman movie, and she did fine. At least she did the freaking accent. What's up, Lucamus? How are you? Oh, really? That's awesome, is there? I know. I think Nina got sent. Not Blossom, the blonde, the cute blonde girl with the glasses. Reese gifted 5 memberships. Reese, thank you so much. I know. First Batman, now Harley. Thank you so much, Reese. Okay, so the new Batman Adventures Beware the Creeper, Season 1, Episode 23. Beware the Creeper centers mainly on the title character and genuine oddball in the DC pantheon, who gets his shining moment in a gem of an episode. The big criticism against the Creeper is that he's just a wackier take on the Joker, which the episode actively embraced by making him an active pain in Mr. J's rear. Harley plays a huge role in it, notably by drawing the Creeper's unwanted attention, which lets Sorkin play up the character's irritated side. That comes atop her hapless attempt to win the Joker's affections, singing Happy Anniversary to him while covered in pudding. I remember this episode, and laminations after she's thrown out by her abusive beau. It's a surprisingly comprehensive look at the character. I remember the episode. Batman the Animated Series, Joker's Favor, Season 1, Episode 8. So this was one of her first was this her first appearance? This was her debut. Harley's official debut is comparatively minor. The showrunners drew inspiration from the Adam West Batman series, whose villains often had a gun mole at their hideouts to facilitate plot exposition. Hence, the Joker's goons included a woman in a red and black jester outfit, painting her nails just like the gun moles, who ultimately proves extremely helpful to his schemes. Yet in her first outing, Sorkin helps Harley rise above expectations. She shows tremendous criminal aptitude, disgusting. Oh, sorry, disguising herself. I'm like, what? That looked weird. Disguising herself as a policewoman to help the Joker blow up a dinner for Commissioner Gordon. Their partnership is easy and natural, with Sorkin giving her distinctiveness that often eclipses her supposed employer. She was just too good to limit to one episode. Yeah, Batman the Animated Series is still legendary. All right, this one, oh, this is Gotham Girls. I actually didn't mind that. Have you guys seen that one? I liked Gotham Girls. Season 2, Episode 8. I'm not gonna read all the paragraphs. Oh, I remember this one, Batman the Animated Series, Harley Quinn, Season 2, Episode 5. Melissa Ranch, thank you. Thanks, Lucamus. Batman Beyond, The Return of the Joker. Batman Beyond was so good. I want to say that it's underrated, but I think everyone understands. Batman the Animated Series, A Laughing Fish. Oh, I remember this one, Harley's Holiday. I love that outfit. This one is probably my favorite because this showcases their friendship. I like Harley and Ivy as friends, and they're best friends, and like being, just mischievous and causing mayhem in Gotham. I love that Harley and Ivy. This was a good episode. The Man Who Killed Batman was number 2, and then Mad Love. I'm not surprised Mad Love is number 1. I really wish we could have gotten a good Mad Love live action, but unfortunately, I don't think it's ever going to happen, especially because they're just so hell bent on her being with Ivy now in a relationship instead of just friends. So yeah. That friendship was well done. That's what I'm saying. And I've even said this before. Like, even if, like, let's say Ivy was like one of them was a guy, I just liked their friendship. And they're, I don't know. You'll see when I make the video. I'm waiting for the new series to be done on HBO Max. I don't know how many episodes because they release a new one every week, and I'm pretty sure that I'm caught up right now. So, but once it's finished, I'm going to make a video because I got some things to say. I enjoyed the first season, a lot of that. It was funny. It was a different take, and even though Kaylee Kuko doesn't do the iconic Harley accent, I was like, I was okay with it. And then I was like, okay, the second season might be good, but what they do, it's just, you guys will see. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to do a nice little review, we'll say. Terry's Eric Matthews. Yeah. Causing mayhem with your best friend. The memories. I know, right? Good memories. All right. Hold on. Let's get. Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Let me look at my history here and see if I can find. I don't know what I X'd out, though, so I might not be able to find it. Yeah, no, I have too much. I've been doing way too much. I have a bunch of places I'm looking at removing. Gave up on season 2. Yeah, not a bad choice because it has its moments that are all right, but all right, let's get this one out of the way. I got a lot, kind of a lot of horror. There's a few things. I mean, spooky season is starting. So we'll get to that in a minute. But this, I thought we would talk about. I don't know if anyone's going to be excited about this. The next Nintendo Switch reportedly shown off at Gamescom. Nintendo's next console has reportedly been shown off behind closed doors at Gamescom. The rumors have been flying about Nintendo's next console for a while now, including recent claims that a release is planned for late 2024. At the time, it was claimed that development kits had already been sent out to some of Nintendo's key partners, but now the company may have given even more devs a look at the new console, as it was allegedly shown off behind closed doors during behind closed doors event during Gamescom. This comes from Windows Central reported Jez Corden, who claims a first look at Nintendo's new console was given to select press devs at Gamescom, and that leaks or an official reveal could happen fairly soon. It's worth noting that Corden states that these are just rumors that he has heard, but it would make sense for Nintendo to reveal its next console this year if the reports of 2024 launch are accurate. I don't feel like they need to launch a new one. This also isn't the first time we've heard about the next Nintendo Switch making an appearance at Gamescom. Before the event, a report from Start Menu claimed that Nintendo was planning to confirm the existence of its next console at Gamescom. However, they also claim that Nintendo hasn't been booking any appointments with press behind closed doors, which goes against Corden's claims. If we're being realistic, it's likely we'll be waiting a while before we actually get an official Nintendo Switch 2 reveal, or whatever the console's official name actually is. Nintendo has some big titles launching within the next few months, including DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, the Super Mario RPG remake, and a few other smaller titles. They have the Peach game coming out, the one with the elephant Mario. Some of them look kind of interesting. I like Mario games, so I'll probably get one of them at least. America says that makes no sense. Why bring it to Gamescom only to show it off behind closed doors? Why not show it to everyone? That they didn't do that with the Switch. Yeah, I don't think that makes sense either. Announcing a new console before its biggest titles launch seems like it could potentially cannibalize sales. Though Nintendo is a company that marches to the beat of its own drum and often does things outside of the industry standard, however, it's worth noting that the Nintendo Switch was only officially announced less than half a year before it released, meaning we can probably expect a similarly short amount of time between reveal and release here too. That doesn't mean that we won't be getting leaks for a while, though. Pretty much everyone and their grandma knew about the Nintendo Switch prior to its announcement, and the more that Nintendo shows the thing off to more and more days, the higher the likelihood that we start seeing some potato quality images online. Until then, Nintendo fans will have to remain patient. I don't see a reason to release a new Switch right now. I mean, when did this? I mean, the Switch has been out for a bit now, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't see a reason. Oh yeah, Super Mario Bros. Wonder is the elephant one. Okay, yeah, that one looks okay. I'm interested. Let me go over on Rumble. See you guys. 11 over there. Thank you. Switch came out in 2017. Okay. Oh, thanks, Curtis. That's very nice of you to say. Switch came out in 2017. So, yeah, it hasn't even, I feel like it's only been 5 years. It's going to be a couple years before they do another one. There's just no reason for it. What do we want to talk about next? Switch has been out a long time, but Nintendo has never cared about having the best hardware. Yeah, Tara, that's a good point. The only reason to release a new Switch is to say, this is next gen. Oh, yeah, hold on a second. I think I remember what I might have accidentally X'd out. So let me look it up again. The Wii. Oh, yeah. I never had a Wii, but I used to go over to my friend's house to play. I liked playing Mario Party, like, for, like, group hangouts on the Wii. So, I don't know how true this is. Which one do I want to click on for this? I don't know if I believe this, but we're going to talk about it. And I'm not even sure if I want it, seeing the way Rockstar has been handling certain things, but apparently there's a few articles. I just decided to click on one. Red Dead Redemption 3 is confirmed by Rockstar's parent company. Yeah, I never had a Wii. I had a Wii U, though. But yeah, I don't know if I believe this. Hold on to your cowboy hats. Red Dead Redemption 3 has been confirmed. Has it, though? I don't know. I don't know, because I haven't seen any official announcement coming from Rockstar or anything. But while no release date has been released, the critically acclaimed Western series will be returning, according to joe.co.uk. Fans of the series, which began as Red Dead Revolver way back in 2004, have already been waiting 5 years for the next iteration, as Red Dead Redemption 2 came out in 2018. And there was an 8-year gap between Red Dead Redemption and that one. So obviously these things take time. Yeah, imagine that it takes time to make some video games. Red Dead 3, they haven't fixed Red Dead 1 or 2 yet. 2 is okay. They released 2 on Steam, and it's perfectly fine. But what they're doing with 1 is a kind of not kind of, it's a slap in the face. Like, people are very mad about that. So I don't know if this is true, but it's interesting. I wouldn't be mad. Yeah, I agree. More Western games would be fun. If they are, it'll probably come out a few years after GTA 6. Yeah, like it's definitely been confirmed that they're working on GTA 6. So they could be starting plans for Red Dead Redemption 3, but there's no way that it'll be coming out anytime soon. Like, it's been 5 years since Red Dead Redemption 2 was released. So if they were 8 years in between Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2. So I'm thinking it's gonna be 3 or 4 years before we would see anything. But I'm also not seeing like an actual like confirmation that it's really happening. Yeah, 2 was great. I love 2. I'm replaying that right now on my kick. It's been a while since I've actually hopped on that. I've been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves and then Dead by Daylight, and I do Red Dead Online with friends sometimes, which is a lot of fun. Red Dead Redemption 2. Um, Oh, here it goes. Given that Rockstar is already working on GTA 6, gamers probably shouldn't expect anything anytime soon, with suggestions that it won't arrive on this generation of consoles. However, it is coming. That much has been confirmed. Okay. I still don't know. Yeah, the writer left. And also, hold on a second. I just got a notification. Raider, thank you for the $100 donation. He wrote a message. He said, Herschel's and Ian are making me look bad with a sad face. Thank you so much, Raider. I love that he always almost says something now that I said something about him just dropping bombs and then not saying anything. um Speaking with the Jeffries Virtual Global wow, I can't talk now. Raider broke me. Thanks. He tends to do that. Speaking with the Jeffries Virtual Global Interactive Entertainment Conference last year, that's a long name. CEO Strass Zelnick, or Strauss, is that how it's pronounced? I don't know. Zelnick compared his company's major franchises, including Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto, to James Bond, in that they'll just keep going until people have had enough to stop I think they meant to write till. See, don't people check these? They don't edit them. To they stop turning profits. I think they meant till they stop turning profits, which they probably never will. I think you're right, Americus. What's up, Volk? Guy from Red Dead 2. Like, okay. So yeah, I would say I'm gonna say right now, if it really is confirmed, then we have to wait. It's gonna be like 4 years. They do spell check and leave it. Yeah, I'm not sure that they actually do spell check though. I don't know. Anyways, if it's really, really great, they'll keep going, Zelnick said. I don't know if you saw it. I just saw the new Bond film. That was great. You would like every franchise to be James Bond. There are precious few entertainment franchises of any sort that fall into the category, but they do exist, and I think GTA is one of them. I think Red Dead is one of them. NBA is obviously one of them because the game will continue to exist. Yeah, sports games are always going to be a thing. After all, it seems unlikely GTA 6 and Red Dead Redemption 3 will drop around the same time. No, not at all. They won't even be a year apart. They're going to be a couple of years apart. My guess. Zelnick explained it also requires you to be thoughtful and willing to rest the titles so you have a sense of, wow, this is a rare event. I've always said that annualizing non-sports titles runs the risk of burning out the intellectual property, even if it's good. So we take time to make something we think is incredibly phenomenal. And we also rest titles intentionally so that there's a pent up demand for that title. So it's a special event. That's smart. That's actually smart. I mean, if it wouldn't be as special if every year, even every 2 years, these movies just kept, or not movies, sorry, these video games just kept dropping new titles. What's up, Jaluk? The last James Bond movie sucked and didn't make sense. I didn't see it. So, well, details about the game are scarce at the moment. Fans can expect another epic journey into the Wild West, featuring immersive storytelling, stunning visuals, and memorable characters. I'm here for it. I mean, I don't think they'll listen. I don't want to have like negative thoughts on this. What they did to like the release, it's not about the actual game. The game is obviously still amazing. Red Dead Redemption 1 or just Red Dead Redemption, and then Red Dead Redemption 2 also great. So I have faith that the third one will be good as long as they stick to the formula that they used for the first two. I'll be hyped. I will be hyped once this is like fully confirmed. And if we get a release date, I am gonna go off. I love Red Dead. Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favorite game besides Donkey Kong 64, which is more of a, nostalgia thing. But Red Dead Redemption 2, chef's kiss, perfect game. What's up, ABC Cinema? Perfect timing because I'm actually gonna hop into a little bit of a chat about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. You guys are just great for my segues today, Mark. Earlier, now ABC. So, what are your thoughts on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game that's just dropped? So, Here, I'm gonna pull this up while we're chatting to have like a little view of it. I like it. I like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, and I like this article because you guys know I play a lot of Dead by Daylight, and they're both, asymmetrical horror games, so they're compared. I mean, Leatherface is also in both of them, so that's a way to compare it as well. Um, so I think it's good, but it's hard. I'll be honest, it is a hard game. Playing they made so there's the family in it who are the killers, and then there's the victims, which are the people that they take back to their house, and try to butcher up. Um, I love that they let you play as the family or as the victims. Like in Dead by Daylight, when you're playing with friends, you can only play as the survivors, which is fine, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre came in and they're like, okay, but what if you could be the killers with your friends? And that's cool. I love that. Um, but the thing is, it's really hard to beat them. It's hard. And it's not, I guess it's about getting good. There's a lot that you have to figure out. Like in Dead by Daylight, there's things that are complex about it, but in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there's a lot. Like you got to be quiet. They have it where Grandpa can sense you after he gets powered up to a certain way, and like you got to just sit still and you can't move, or he'll find you. Like in the killers are very OP in this game. But I think if they can find a nice balance, which they probably will, the game just launched. I have high hopes. They did a fantastic job with Friday the 13th, and it wasn't their fault that it failed. It was the whole copyright thing with Jason. Gun Interactive actually cares about what the fans think. I've said this before, but every time I talk about them, I'll bring up the fact that when this game was about to drop, people were begging for them to for pre-orders, and they said no. They didn't want to take anybody's money until there was more gameplay out. And I played the beta on this. You had to sign up for it, and luckily I was able to do it. I only got to play it for about a day because then it was done. But it's a good game, and the graphics are great, but it is tough. It's really tough, but it's a blast to play with friends. Now, when I played, I had a little bit of a connection issue, not the worst in the world. I have definitely had worse. Evil Dead, which is heartbreaking because that game could have been so great. Maybe they'll fix it in the future. I don't know, but we're not talking about Evil Dead. So there was a bit of connection issues, but I was playing with someone who was on a console and then also someone that was in another country. We were playing with Mazza. He's in Australia, so that could have had a problem with the connection issues. But overall, the game is great, and the potential is really there. And I have high hopes for the game. I'm going to say that I hate saying that because, then I'm let down. I had high hopes for Evil Dead. I'm still not giving up completely on Evil Dead. I hope they fix it. We'll see. But yeah, ABC, I like it. It's fun, but it's tough. And Ian's right. It probably was just Mazza. Disco Cobra, thank you so much for the 20. Red Dead Redemption 2 was one of the greatest games across all consoles. I would say it is a contender for the best games of all time, for one of the best games of all time. In my top 3 games for sure, one of the last games I sat down and played till the end. Disco Cobra, I agree with everything you just said. That game that game was the first game that actually made me, okay, Red Dead 1, I shed a couple tears for John Marston. Love John Marston, but Arthur Morgan is my favorite video game character ever, and I don't think anyone's ever going to top him. The layers of Arthur, I love Arthur Morgan, and Red Dead Redemption 2 was just such a beautiful game. And yeah, I played it pretty fast. Normally I'll take my time because I like to enjoy games, like I'm like, once it's over, it's over. It's like reading a really good book where it's like you can't put it down, but you want to take a break for a second because once you're done, you're done. That's how I was with Red Dead Redemption 2, but I was just hooked. I didn't sleep. Like I would still be up at 3 a.m. in the morning just playing it, and it was great. And I was not ready for that ending. So such a beautiful game. So they really have the bar set high for Red Dead Redemption 3. Like, so good luck on them with that. Americus, you do need to finish. You do need to finish. I wanted more. I wanted more too. Not more from like in a sense I didn't like it. I wish it would have been longer. I wasn't ready for it to end, but I thought it was wonderful. Exactly, Ian. Morgan had a dimension that Marston was just slightly lacking. Yeah, Marston's right behind him, man. I love John Marston. That broke my heart. Red Dead Redemption 1. I've told the story before. I was playing and like friends knew how I was going to be about it, right? Because my first I played it maybe 2 years after it came out, so it wasn't fully new. Um and So this was before everything got spoiled on the internet all the time, right? So I had no idea what was going to happen. And so if you know, you know. If you played Red Dead 1, you know. The barn scene at the end, and I had a friend that was just like, it's going to be all right. Just use your dead eye and shoot. And I'm like, okay, like I'm getting like a pep talk for this, no idea what's going to happen, and then boom. Yeah. So I was like, are you serious? I was so mad. But yeah, the games are great. So the bar is set extremely high for 3. I'm kind of excited to see what they're gonna do though. It was very hard playing with people without mics because each character has a specific skill that helps for the escape. Who's your fave victim character? Yeah, it is. And that I don't really like playing with random. That's the thing. So I won't play as much. Now I would do family alone because that's like, it's a little bit easier. Victims, you definitely cannot play victims without communicating. Like there's just no way. But like since I stream it, that's another reason why I don't like playing with randoms because you get some really just weird, dumb people, and yeah, Um, but fave victim character, I don't know. I don't really have one yet. I don't have a favorite victim yet. I have a favorite. Weirdly, I like playing as the hitchhiker and Sissy. Is that her name for the family? Hitchhiker because he's fast. What's the ABC? What's the one? Because I haven't watched all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. I watched the original and then the remake with Jessica Biel. The character that's good at, is it Connie? Maybe that can pick the locks. She's pretty good. Disco Cobra, another 20. Thank you so much. GTA 6 will need to be monumental at this point to top GTA 5. I doubt they will top it, but it might come close. I'm sure graphics wise it'll be great. I'm more worried about the monetization of GTA Online after launch. Yeah, so I see what you mean there. I think what they're gonna count on, and this is what I liked about GTA 5, and unfortunately my friends like stopped playing, so I didn't really play as much, but I love doing the missions online with friends, like robbing the banks and stuff. For me, that was hilarious. The one hide and seek one, I thought that was the funniest one. I loved that when you guys know what I'm talking about, and you had basically, I don't think it was called hide and seek. But you could basically play hide and seek with your friends and you kill them. I don't know. I thought that was fun. But for GTA 6, which same as GTA 5, I think that's what they're going to rely on more, the online gameplay with people. But we'll see. I mean, they've been working on it for a while. Like, my God, when did GTA 5 come out? Has it been like 10 years now? She's your favorite too, ABC? Yeah. Playing GTA online with a crew was fun. Yeah, it was. My favorite GTA game is still San Andreas. I love it. I freaking love San Andreas. I feel like that's always going to be my favorite. It's a nostalgia thing, though. Um, Not Geo over on Rumble. Hello. No, you do not. To answer your question, sorry, I was not expecting to see that. Um, Yeah, the heists. Drunken Sailor. The heists were fun in the beginning with friends, but they took too long for 6. Yeah, the heists were a lot of fun. Vice City is part of the reason I now live in Florida. Vice City was good too. Now you're making me think of all the old games like Scarface. I loved Scarface. That was fun. All right. Anyways, I just I always go off. My bad. Let's talk about this because you guys, well, maybe you know if you don't know, and if you're not, if you like watching gameplay, I game almost every night over on Kick. I will be on later tonight, actually. My pirate crew is going to be together. And we're going to be playing after my stream. So I'm pretty sure that's still happening. I mean, if for some reason that's not happening, I'll still play something, but I'm pretty sure the whole crew is going to be together tonight and we're going to play. Sorry, emails. My bad. What's up, Tim F? And thank you, Hokies, for dropping my Kick link. Yeah, I'm there basically every night. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre creates a sense of urgency Dead by Daylight lacks. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Dead by Daylight couldn't be more unalike, and the former's sense of urgency is truly a standout for its loop. Yeah, so they get heavily compared, and I understand why, because there's a lot. I mean, the hooking in Dead by Daylight is it's it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's where it comes from. It's Bubba, right? What time? It'll be about 10, probably about 10:30 Eastern, around that. What game am I playing? We're gonna be playing Sea of Thieves. That's what I meant. My pirate crew is gonna be together. I think it's still happening. I'll have to send some texts. Shouldn't miss anything. I try to go back and forth on Rumble to make sure I'm not missing anything. Thanks again, Ian, for the 100 on Rumble. So yeah, there's heavily comparison, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre is so much harder than Dead by Daylight. What's up, Andrew? Yes, rip Jimmy Buffett. The next time I'm in Orlando, I'm gonna have to go to the Margaritaville and have a margarita in honor of him. I actually really love Margaritaville too, so their food's pretty good as well. All right, so let's dive into this article here. It's important to note how unlike the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Dead by Daylight are, and how few comparisons are actually prevalent when discussing both asymmetrical horror games. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is obviously more akin to Friday the 13th, the game, having a handful of different optional objectives that victim players can work together to achieve in order to escape. But the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is far different in that regard. Two, since it features 3 killer players out of the 5 available killer characters in any given match who all have their own classes and abilities for victims to contend with. That said, the cat and mouse characteristics are certainly shared between the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Dead by Daylight, with comparisons being inevitable in such a niche subgenre of gaming. Dead by Daylight's unending content stream continues to help and reign supreme as the only asymmetrical horror game that players consistently flock to. But the Texas Chainsaw Massacre does have an advantage in areas that Dead by Daylight simply lacks. One example is in regard to how the Texas Chainsaw Massacre urges victims along and doesn't encourage them to be idle or play selfishly. Yeah. You guys, if you've watched my games, you have seen it many times that in Dead by Daylight, if I'm playing the killer, if the door is not open, that's why they added that mechanic to it, right? That there's a countdown once the door's open, because players would just, like, especially survivors, they would just kind of hold the game hostage. And it's really, really annoying when they do that. So I'm glad they added that mechanic, whatever. And you can't do that in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because if you can be stealthy, but at one point, once you have to feed Grandpa the blood, right? And once he gets to level, was it like 5 or something? I don't know. He gets to the highest level, even if you're not moving, he can highlight you and see you, and they find you and they kill you. So that's what that means, if you're wondering. Because to explain that, his lower levels, you have to sit still. If you're moving, he can see you, but it tells you, like, Grandpa can see you, and then you got to sit still and he can't see you, whatever, right? So anyways, to continue the article, Dead by Daylight suffers more when survivors do nothing. Yes, but hardly anything prevents that. And you guys know, if you've watched that, you guys have watched me, you know that there's times that I'm literally yelling at them, like, why aren't they getting gens done? I want this badge to be over with. They're holding it hostage. Dead by Daylight is popular for the content it is able to put out and how frequently it puts it out. Many of Dead by Daylight's most dedicated player base would still argue, though, that it has a lot of issues that balance patches cannot rectify. This is true for any asymmetrical horror game, but Dead by Daylight in particular has been known to be relatively toxic in terms of how survivors and killers tend to play. It can be. It can be. What's up, Eric and Miles? Bray Wyatt, also Bray Wyatt. There's been, I mean, I know it's a new month, but geez, these last 2 months, we're losing a lot of people. Survive with Friends play is a great way to collaborate with friends and other players to help make team-based gameplay as a survivor that much more fulfilling for this reason. Particularly because surviving solo in Dead by Daylight can be tedious and players end up needing to rely on their teammates anyhow. I love playing solo. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. But yeah, I mean, I do yell at the potato players a lot, but that's the fun part for me. Dead by Daylight can definitely be played solo and off comms, but believing that other players are accomplishing goals such as repairing generators or breaking totems is not always a worthwhile hope. That's putting it lightly. Getting weird. What's happening in the chat? I'm not looking. If it's getting weird, I'll just continue reading my article. You guys carry on with your conversation. I don't know what's going on. If they're not, then escaping is nearly impossible. But players are not necessarily punished for doing nothing all match until an exit gate is open and a timer begins running down. Again, that's why they put that in, which great. I was so happy when they did that. Yes, DBD does have a potato problem. I can't believe I don't have a potato emote. I'll fix that. Yes. It's always weird when America's here. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre makes it easier to escape but harder to survive. It is not easier to escape. What? It is not, because you have to like turn on a not generator. Yeah, I guess a generator to make sure the generator's on. Then like for one of the exits, you got to make sure you get like the fuse. And then you got to go back down in the basement and put the fuse in the thing, and then you got to pick the lock. Like, it is not easier, okay? For Dead by Daylight, you literally just have to do the 5 gens, which is not bad, especially if you have the full team working, right? No, I still think even if I had to do all 5 generators by myself on Dead by Daylight, I still think escaping Dead by Daylight is easier than Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You guys can let me know what you think. I know not all of you have played it, but some of you watched me play it the other, and it's so confusing too, and it's so darn dark. I should probably increase the brightness, but I try to make it the way they tell you to, so you're more immersed in the game. But I can't see anything, especially in the basement. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre puts a wonderful sense of urgency in the victims' laps by having them gradually bleed out as a purposeful mechanic. Yeah, there's that too. Texas is hard to survive. What's up, Pork? This way, if victims are idle or hoping others will simply complete tasks for them, there is a greater chance that they will bleed out sooner. If nothing else, a victim must search for healing items or hope that another victim heals them with one. Otherwise, their chances of escaping become greatly diminished. Escaping can be much easier in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre than in Dead by Daylight due to its amount of exit options, but time is always of the essence. There are many more mind games involved in the 3 vs 4 game than a 1 vs 4 game, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre gives players many reasons to be on the move anyhow. Though team-based play is more essential than anything if victims are to all successfully escape, the family of killers also has its own team-based element to rely upon, and pairing different classes and abilities together is paramount for a well-oiled machine to run on either side of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre's asymmetrical gameplay. Yeah, everything about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is harder because, and that's not a game that I can play by myself. Like, if I might give it a shot one of these days, as a family, but I have played as Victim alone when I had the beta, when the testing was up. What's up, Daredevil? Yes, I'm playing it safe today. How are you? DBD is more straightforward. Fixed gen, open door. Chainsaw is much more stumbling around. Exactly. And it's hard to see. It's very hard to see in that game. All right. While we're on the horror genre, I have too much. I have too many articles open. Where? Oh, is that what hold on. I know what that actually wasn't what I X'd out before. We'll just cover this quickly because I know not everyone's interested in this, but I am. Here it is. So I'm not sure when, but I will definitely at one point be at Halloween Horror Nights, probably like in October at some point. It goes until November 4th. Uh, So, Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights is set to begin. Here's everything you need to know. The event runs through November 4th. I'm excited about this. I've never been to Horror Nights though. I think it's gonna scare the crap out of me. I haven't been to a haunted house in a long time, just in general. So, was this the article that I had up? Yeah, I think the houses are gonna be really good. So let's skip through. Happening during select times of events, guests will also get to experience the mind-blowing show Nightmare Fuel Revenge Dream, a live show filled with performers and incredible special effects. That's cool. I mean, it's Universal. I think they're going to go all out. In addition to the bone-chilling screams inside the haunted houses and scare zones, this year's event is also rolling out new food and beverage options. I love food. I can't wait. Um, including Peacock's Halloween Horror Bar, an area with the nightclub vibe packed with themed drinks, photo opportunities, and more. Wow, this is going to be fun. What is that? It's not saying what that is. That looks like churros or something, and like apples and ice cream. That's not. It looks like something fried. I'm scared to go to a haunted house. I might punch people who try to scare me. Oh no. I have not been to a haunted house in so long. I haven't been to Halloween Horror Nights either. Do people dress up for that? Probably. I would think so. I don't know about costumes, but maybe like in spooky outfits. I don't know. Really, Borg? Oh, nice. Eric's wondering if I get scared fast and scream. Not really, but I feel like this might get me. I haven't been to a haunted house in a long time, and I've never been to one this but this is house is. Um it's gonna get me, I think. The Last of Us, I'm excited for that because I love the game. The show was crap, yes, but I love the game. Stranger Things is gonna be good. I'm not gonna go anywhere near the Exorcist house. I can't. Chucky, that's really cool. I'm happy. I love Chucky, so I'll be going to that one. Unmasked, what is this? The Universal Monsters? That'll be cool. Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origins, is that like voodoo stuff? Dueling Dragons. There's a lot of houses. Yeti Campgrounds, The Darkest Deal, Blood Moon, Dark Offerings. Oh, what's this? Vamp 69, The Summer of Blood. That sounds interesting. Oh, there's a lot. Yeah, there's houses. It's huge, Americus. Oh, looks like everyone's leaving. They don't want to hear about this. Well, I'm almost done. Um, Dark Zodiac, Jungle of Doom, Shipyard, Horrors Unhinged. What is this one? Enter a 1940 San Francisco shipping yard full of mysterious crates and cages bearing Dr. Oddfellow's symbol. Beware, his nightmarish oddities have now escaped, spreading fear and chaos in their wake. Interesting. Interesting. All right. I don't want to go too much into it because I would like to be surprised with what I see when I go there. I don't think you can record in the houses, but maybe something I'm sure I could do something on the outside of them. You can't record like in the houses, but yeah, something. Well, we're on the horror topic. I thought this was kind of fun. Ten horror sequels that defied ratings to become cult classics. I probably haven't seen some of these because I know everyone thinks that that horror is like my favorite genre, but it's not. I just really like movies and I enjoy some of them happen to be horror. I scared one of the actors in a haunted house. It was embarrassing for all of us. Did you seriously, Ian? Anything from Jurassic Park? What in the I don't think so, but they did just open a tribute store at Universal for the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park. That is so awesome. I put some pictures on Instagram and Twitter. I could have stayed in there for like a while. It was really cool. So Alien 3, yes, people like Alien 3. So this I'm surprised it's all the way at number 10 though. I don't know if the list is like, I think it's just a list, not really like this is better than this. It doesn't seem like it's a ranking list. So Alien is on here. Jason X, that's the one where he like freezes the guy's head and then bashes it, right? Oof. Most Alien fans I have seen do not like Alien 3. Really? I thought it was 4 that people hated. What's up, Steven TV? Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, I'd say these two they're fine sequels. I mean, especially for Friday the 13th, there's so many yes, Azur, the liquid nitrogen death scene. That was insane. Wait, that was in space. Yeah, that's Jason X. Yeah, in space. 3 and 4 we spread equally. The Devil's Rejects. I never seen it. I don't watch those ones. Those kind of movies like really freak me out. Pet Cemetery 2. I never seen that one. There's another Friday 13th in here. Jason Takes Manhattan. I thought that was one that people didn't really like, actually. Scream 4. Scream 4 was okay. That's the last Scream movie I watched. Trey must not be in here. He's the Scream guy. Land of the Dead. I never saw that one. Paranormal Activity. Unpopular opinion. I was never really into the Paranormal Activity movies. I seen maybe the first 3. Maybe. I don't know. I was just never really really into it. Halloween H2O. That one was all right. Bride of Chucky. That's good. That's fair. Even if it's CBR, that's a fair because that's the third one and that's some people's favorite because it's Tiffany. Speaking of Tiffany, I probably will be dressing up as Tiffany for Halloween because I've always wanted to do the Tiffany cosplay and I'm ready. We're doing it. This list should have had Freddy vs. Jason though. That's one of my favorite Halloween movies. All right, let's get into some real news. I know you guys probably I cover like what's popular, yes, but sometimes I just don't feel like talking about it. But let's do it. Here we go. MCU news. And Screen Rant. Oh gosh, Screen Rant is not a good one either, but whatever. The Marvel CGI dragged after the new trailer compared to legendary special effects failures on social media. The visual effects in the new trailer for the upcoming Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, The Marvels, is compared to an iconic effects failure. What's it going to be? Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky are the weirdest. I don't like Seed of Chucky, but I like Bride of Chucky. That one was silly. All right, so the CGI in the new trailer for The Marvels is being criticized online. The movie, which is due to premiere in theaters on November 10th, will be the 33rd feature in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is set to unite Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, and Monica Rambeau, the grown-up daughter of her late friend Maria, and Miss Marvel, who was introduced in 2022 Disney Plus miniseries Miss Marvel. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, I've seen Alien vs. Predator, but it's been a really long time. I don't remember it that much. I'd have to rewatch it. After the new Marvels trailer debut, Brandon Straussing quoted a post sharing new stills for the movie. Look how bad. No. That shark's not real. That shark can't be real. Okay, this looks. It's Americus. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Seed was bad. Seed was the worst. I would never. I watched Seed once, and I'll never watch it again. This isn't real. Come on, it's not real. I'm sorry, this isn't real. The shark can't be real. Someone please clarify to me that it's not real because I can't. It's Jaws 3D. It's making my eyes water. That's not real. I'm just kidding, Americas. Cat ladies will love this movie. You're right. Sharknado was definitely real. So, oh, is this Sharknado that they're comparing it to? Never mind. Okay, I haven't seen Sharknado, but they're comparing it to. Oh, I get it. Okay, I thought that was in the Marvel movie for a second. I was like, wait. Ian said it's not real. Okay, I mean, yeah, the cat ladies are definitely going to like this one. No, sorry. I for a second I thought the shark. I thought that shark was in the Marvels movie. That's funny though. Comparing it. What's this? It's not going to be good, guys. Um, uh, is she CGI? Is it just me or does she look weird? Is this CGI'd in? No, her face looks kind of weird though. Like not coming at this little girl. Like she's a young girl. It just that shot looks weird. Is it just me? Yeah. Hokies. It just looks like I'm getting like it's but her face looks almost like the Henry Cavill mustache removal thing. That's like the vibe I'm getting from that. Like they CGI'd something there. They did something that doesn't look good. All right, moving on. What's going over on Rumble? What's up? Let's go, Brandon. Now I see the live chat. Sorry, I need a crash helmet. You're fine, Americas. 14 people over there on Rumble. What's up? Hello. It's just her face. Damn. All right. So, in lieu of a caption, Strozing shared an image of Captain Marvel flying through space with her pet Flurkin goose on her shoulder to criticize the way the actor was composited in front of the back. The image was placed next to an iconic shot from the 1983 Jaws 3D, where the shark seems to be floating an entirely different plane from the underwater background behind it. Is the Marvel CGI really that bad? Yeah, that looks pretty bad. There are a few issues at the center of this criticism of the CGI effects in the upcoming The Marvels. Marvel Studios has recently landed in hot water over their treatment of CGI artists. Oh, not surprised. Especially when it comes to the challenges they face with demanding turnaround expectations. For better or for worse, this controversy has put the CGI effects in any new Marvel project under more intense scrutiny than they likely would have otherwise. Another element to consider is the fact that Marvel movie trailers don't always reflect the way a scene is going to look in the final product. This could either be because the effects haven't been fully rendered yet, or because the trailer editors are trying to hide a major spoiler from the movie. This has happened before, as major characters were edited out of certain shots from the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer to preserve their surprise cameos. Judging the effects of the Marvel so far ahead of the release date doesn't necessarily reflect on the finished product. However, even if the shots in the trailer are the final shots from the movie, what is shown on screen can't definitely be deemed bad CGI. Because of the more fantastical nature of this particular branch of the MCU, the environments around characters involve refracted light that may mean any bizarre vision on screen are entirely intentional. Well then. Sorry, that I had never saw Jaws 3D. Sorry, so I had no idea. I was like, wait, but that's kind of funny the comparison. It looks. I don't know. There's two different pictures though. Like there's the Disney is known for the darkness to cover up bad CGI. So I don't know if this was just brightened or this is the actual image or if this one is, but they both don't look great. So yeah, I don't think this is gonna do well. There's gonna be some people that are going to defend it, like the fangirls and fanboys, as usual. But that is idiocy. Why on earth would you put an inferior image in the trailer, which is literally all a viewer will see off it to make their minds up? You're right. You're right. They don't know what they're doing. They don't make any sense. Oh, hold on. I guess I gotta make some mod. I have to look up how to do it. I wish Rumble made it easier to make mods over there. Like just click on their name and make them a mod, but like you can on YouTube. I'll look into it after my stream. Thanks, Herschel's. Of course they are. It wasn't made for you. It's American. All right. Well, we're on the topic of things that are popular. Let's get this out of the way. Some Disney stuff. I feel like I hardly ever talk about this stuff, but it's popular right now, so let's get into it. Suddenly lose ESPN and ABC. Here's what's going on between Disney and Spectrum. A breakdown in negotiations led to viewers missing out on the US Open and college football. Oh, people do not like missing their football. You did, didn't you, Hokies? I got you. I'll do it. I don't know why I didn't do it. I must have just yeah. Mods are for trolls and spam, which there was some spam going on over on Rumble. Joel Carver's been a member for 1 month. I'm wasting this. Thumbs up. Thank you. Oh, Sonia's here. What's up, Sonia? How are you? I know he likes to counter troll. That's true. Yeah, I'll do it after my stream because we have about a half hour going, and then at 10:30. Actually, let me make sure real quick. Hold on. I'll go on just because I'm gonna be gone. So tomorrow I'll I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it on Kick because I have a lot that I have to set up before I'm away for a few days. So I'll definitely be on Kick tonight around 10:30. But the question is, I don't know if it's gonna be Pirate Games. So I'm gonna find that out. But I will be there. So if you're not following me on Kick, get on over there if you like games. Anyways, on Thursday, I can't believe that. Oh my gosh. My fan's in the way. People do not like to miss their football. So that was a bad move there. So on Thursday night, Spectrum subscribers across the United States lost ESPN, FX, Freeform, and all of Disney's other programming. Turns out Disney-owned channels have gone dark over a carriage dispute with Charter Communications, the company behind the Spectrum brand. Ordinarily, Disney and Charter have an agreement on how much Charter will pay Disney in exchange for the right to broadcast as many channels. But as the two companies have been renegotiating the price of Disney's programming, they failed to reach an agreement. This breakdown led to Disney pulling its channels from the cable provider Spectrum service Thursday night. Kind of a bad move there. This included ESPN because I know, listen, there's people that I know that don't really do, I guess older people, right, that don't really do streaming services, and they have cable, literally like the full package for all ESPN channels. Like I can think of 4 people, family and family friends off the top of my head right now that do that. So some people are gonna be mad. Some of them just don't even know how to really run it. You know what I mean? Like some older folks, they just don't. They don't do the streaming stuff. They don't really know how to do it. So that's why it's important. You know, cable's not going to die, I don't think, anytime soon just because of those people. Exactly. America's just put it in yeah, exactly. Exactly. Don says Xfinity customer here. I no longer have cable network, just local stations, community channels. I have Xfinity too, actually. For now, when I move, it might change, but that's what I have right now. So this included ESPN, one of the largest sports broadcasting networks, meaning that because of the dispute, viewers missed out on the U.S. Open and the kickoff of college football. There's some mad people. Read on to find out what you can do if you're a Spectrum subscriber. No, I don't care. Is that it? Oh, I thought this article was going to be longer. That's fine. I just wanted to cover that. I thought that was. Ooh, I know people are gonna be mad. A lot of people like college football. I'm not into college football. I watch the regular football when it's on Spectrum subscriber. I do like football is definitely my favorite sport to watch. I do love watching football, especially when my team is going going strong, which everybody likes. Okay, now we're like wrapping up and we're just going to talk about some random stuff that I have on here. Not that. Here we go. Some people were asking about Jurassic Park earlier. This doesn't have anything to do with the Halloween Horror Nights, but I thought this was nice. Too bad Trey's not here. He loves it. So the original Jurassic Park just made 1.7 million in theaters for its 30th anniversary 3D release. Look at that. That's crazy. There's new movies like Disney's probably shook right now, okay, because their new releases aren't doing that well. 1.7 million, and this movie came out in what 93, 92. Hold on, Trey's not here, so I got to Google it. 1993. Okay. That's a lot though for a movie that's 30 years old. Um Steven Spielberg's classic summer blockbuster Jurassic Park celebrates its 30th anniversary this year, and the film just returned to the big screen over the weekend. In 1,224 theaters nationwide, Jurassic Park attacked the big screen in real 3D. 3D beginning Friday, August 25th, scaring up 1.7 million for Universal between Friday and Sunday. Yes, a 30-year-old movie that's been widely available to watch at home for decades just made nearly 2 million in theaters. That's the enduring power of Jurassic Park for you. It's true. Jurassic Park was originally released in theaters on June 11th, 1993. The film, of course, based on Michael Crichton's same titled novel, the dinosaur epic gobbled up nearly 1 billion in theaters at the time, spawning a series of sequels including the 2022 film Jurassic World Dominion. It was back in 2013 that Jurassic Park was originally upgraded to 3D. 20 years after the film's original release, the 3D screenings in 2013 brought in a whopping 18 million. Officially, Jurassic Park is now a billion-dollar box office hit. Featuring Academy Award-winning visual effects and groundbreaking filmmaking that has been hailed as a triumph of special effects artistry. This epic film is sheer movie-making magic that was 65 million years in the making. Jurassic Park takes you to an amazing theme park on a remote island where dinosaurs once again roam the earth, and 5 people must battle to survive along the prehistoric predators. Starring Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, and Richard Attenborough, discover the breathtaking adventure you will want to experience again and again. That's awesome. Almost 2 million. That's freaking great. That John Williams score, yes. I just thought that was fun, and I wanted to bring that up. That was cool. Oh, this one. Okay. We're probably only gonna do like 2 more, and then I'm gonna be actually winding it down for the night. And I'm probably gonna be over on Kick at like 10 p.m. Now it'll be 10:30 that I'll be over there. I'm not sure where we're playing. I don't know if yes, and Sonia's right. Support your local theaters. Do it. I mean, this honestly it makes sense that they're doing that because that's what they're gonna have to do. Um, because no new stuff is coming out, so they got to keep the theaters afloat somehow. One second, my bad. Oh yeah, the Jeff Goldblum meme is still around today. They have a at the tribute store at Universal Studios. They have a brownie with art of him on there. It's that meme, and it's him on the brownie. It's so funny. All right, this Entire screen. All right. Will King of the Hill recast the late Johnny Hardwick? What we know so far about what we know about the revival series so far. That's so sad. We don't have him or Luann because Brittany Murphy's passed away. So I don't know what they're going to do with her character either. Thanks, Abe. Americus. I have a picture of. I made a reel that I'm gonna post soon. I made like a little reel. I might redo it. Like I want to go back and uh get some more stuff. I made like a little reel that I haven't posted yet of inside the tribute store. So maybe I will. And I took a picture of that cupcake, or not cupcake. Sorry, brownie. I didn't get it though because it was really hot. So the thing is, when you go to the theme parks, you gotta be careful, And I had just gotten there, so it's like I'm not starting my day with this super rich brownie. So one of these days I'll get it. Maybe on my way out, a Universal. I'll grab it. I loved that store though. The tribute store was amazing. So Fox's long-running animated series King of the Hill is the latest 1990s favorite to get the remake treatment. The original series, which ran for 13 seasons between 1997 and 2010, garnered multiple Emmy nominations and a devoted cult following. And now it's returning for a brand new run on Hulu. It's going to be on Hulu. I don't have Hulu. I was kind of hoping that it would be on Paramount, like Beavis and Butthead, which I actually don't have Paramount anymore either. I'm waiting when Tulsa King returns. I'll get it. I'm missing Big Brother though. That's like a guilty pleasure of mine. I used to watch it with my mom all the time, and I think she's watching it because she actually has cable probably. But she had the Paramount Plus and she got rid of it, and I don't watch it enough. So, yeah, Mike Judge is involved for sure. That's why I have faith because the Beavis and Butthead was really good. The movie and the revival of the show, they did a good job. It's not like, shoving any social bull crap down your throat. It's just Beavis and Butthead. So I'm hoping they do the same with King of the Hill. Now, Daria, on the other hand, I liked Daria when it first came out, but I feel like that's going to be heavily, there's going to be social stuff in that. And it's not a surprise because Daria was kind of like that in the 90s. So I know. If the actors behind Luann and Dale are gone, they might as well just cancel the project. I know. But at the same time, it makes you feel bad for the other people involved, like that are probably excited to revive their characters. So, yeah, Paramount does have a lot of good stuff. I agree with that. So I'll get it again. I'm just gonna wait. I'll get it when Tulsa King comes back, whenever that may be. So where are we? King of the Hill is a slice of life comedy set in the fictional small Texas town of Arlene. It follows Hank Hill, a hardworking salesman specializing in propane and propane accessories, and his relationship with his wife, Peggy, a substitute teacher, their 13-year-old son, Bobby, and an array of friends and neighbors. Rumors have been swirling for years about the possibility of a revival, and early in 2023, it was finally confirmed that co-creators Mike Judge and Greg Daniels would deliver a new season for Hulu. While much of the original cast will still be returning, it'll pick up with the characters many years on from where the season 13 finale left them. Here's everything we know so far about the reboot, including details on returning cast members, storylines, and when fans can expect to see new episodes drop. What is the King of the Hill revival about? Co-creator Greg Daniels told Collider that the new season will pick up after a 15-year time jump, meaning that almost as much time will have passed on screen as in reality. The most significant difference this will make to the show is that Bobby is now 28 years old. I can't wait to see a 28-year-old Bobby. Like, is he going to be a hot mess? Or either they're going to make him a hot mess or they're just going to they're going to do a 180 and he's going to be like smart for some reason and like have some well-established career or something. I don't know. We'll see though. I love Bobby, so I can't wait to see what they do with him. And will be relating to his parents and neighbors in a very different way than he did as a teenager. I think we're going to time jump in King of the Hill a little bit so that Bobby's going to be older, and it's going to be interesting. Actor Stephen Root recently confirmed to Screen Rant. Timeline aside, the revival's plot details are being kept under wraps, which is good. I don't want it to be ruined. I'd rather just see it. I don't want everything to come out. A majority of the original cast will be reprising their roles in the reboot, including co-creator Mike Judge, who plays both the lead role of Hank Hill and the supporting role of the neighbor ladies man Boomhauer. Other returning voice actors are Kathy Nemay as Peggy, Pamela Adlin as Bobby, Stephen Root as Bill the Barber, Lauren Tom as high achieving student Connie. Will Johnny Hardwick be in the King of the Hill revival? I heard that he did record some of the lines. We'll see. Hardwick, who voiced local conspiracy theorist Dale in the original show, sadly passed away in August 2023 at the age of 64. He had already completed voice work on a couple episodes. Okay, yeah, on a couple of the episodes for the revival at that point. So, although Hardwick's presence will be deeply missed going forward, Dale will return for at least some of the upcoming season. It's not clear yet whether the role will be recast after the point or if Dale will be written off the show altogether. Johnny Hardwick was an incredibly beloved member of the King of the Hill family, whose tremendous Brittany Murphy's brilliant humor and friendship will be deeply missed by all who were fortunate enough to work with him over the past 25 years. Reps for 20th Century Animation and Hulu said in a joint statement, "Our deepest condolences go out to his friends and family as we mourn the loss of one of the animation greats. His voice gave life to one of our most iconic characters, and he will truly be missed." That's sad. Will Brittany Murphy's character be recast in the King of the Hill revival? Actress Brittany Murphy, who voiced the role of Hill's 21-year-old niece Luann, tragically died in 2009, shortly before the finale of the original show aired. It hasn't yet been confirmed whether Luann will be recast or written off the show. Okay, when was the last episode of King of the Hill? The series finale aired on May 6, 2010 on Fox. What is the King of the Hill revival released? When? What is the King of the Hill? Shouldn't say when is the King of the Hill revival release date? A release date hasn't yet been announced. However, we know the table reads for the new season began in April 2023, and at least some episodes have been completed so far. Based on those tidbits, an early 2024 release date is possible, but nothing has been confirmed. Is there a trailer for the King of the Hill revival? A trailer hasn't been released yet, but watch this space. Okay, well, there we go. I don't think, I don't know, because like the strike and stuff. We'll have to see. It's gonna be on Hulu, Kevin. They did announce that. I know Bobby went to clown college, so we don't know what's gonna happen with Bobby. All right, here we go. This is what we're gonna end with. I don't know if I've played any, like, I know I played some of these games, but since we're going with the spooky theme today, we're gonna end with a spooky thing. They'll get Jamie Presley to voice Luann. She could probably do a good. I mean, there's people that could do a good job. She's just, like a southern, the Southern Belle voice, if you will. Okay, so this is a list of the 10 best video game horror series of all time. These series made video game horror what it is today. Well, let's see if we can agree with that. Amnesia is at number 10. I've never played Amnesia. Has anyone here ever played this? It looks pretty scary. Possibly the most important horror game in modern times is Amnesia: The Dark Descent, Lovecraftian theme horror title with its own sanity meter, and it's popularized the defenseless approach to horror. So many horror titles afterward required you to run and hide from your enemies instead of being able to kill them, due to how well Amnesia pulled it off. The first few sequels received mixed reception, but Amnesia: The Bunker was fantastic, returning to traditional survival horror in the World War I setting. The Bunker pushes you to your limits with a save room checkpoint system, an unpredictable monster, managing so many resources, and thinking outside the box for puzzles. This is survivor horror in its purest form. I've never played it. Alan Woke. I never played that one either, but I've heard a lot about it. One of the more interesting Xbox 360 exclusives in the later half of the generation was Remedy Entertainment's Alan Wake. Very much inspired by Twin Peaks, Alan Wake takes its story in so many different directions. It's still fascinating and enjoyable to play today, and its 2 DLC packs were possibly the best parts of the whole experience. Did I say Alan Woke? I'm getting tired. And I still got another stream to do. Leave me alone. Alan Wake is great. It was good. Okay, so you guys are liking it. I've never played it. Maybe I will. I'll give it a chance, possibly. Dead Space is also there's a lot of horror games that I haven't played. I've only like over the last few years started playing horror games. So there's a lot of them that I actually haven't played. Dead Space, yeah, no, I've never played this one. I heard a lot about it though. Dead Space was undoubtedly the biggest and best horror IP to come from the seventh generation of consoles. The first game, inspired by old sci-fi and John Carpenter movies. Oh, that sounds interesting. Why haven't I played this? Is the best pure horror title in the series. Its atmosphere still holds up like many of the game's greats and has a lot of creepy moments. Dead Space 2 went a little more toward the action side, but had better and more tactical gameplay. Weapons like the detonator are really effective in later playthroughs once you know where enemies come from. The third game featured co-op and was the weakest of them, but still an enjoyable time. The first game's remake was phenomenal, and considering Dead Space 3 ended on a cliffhanger, a fourth entry would be great. So everyone's liking John click at John Carpenter was a prophet. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard a lot about the Dead Space games. Fatal Frame. I've actually never even heard of this one. Ooh, Japanese horror. Those ones are pretty creepy. I should look into this one because I think all of October I'm just going to be playing scary games. Japanese horror is a distinct subcategory in the film horror game, or sorry, in the film horror genre. With movies like Ringu the Ring and Junon the Grudge, a video game equivalent would be Fatal Frame, a series made and set in Japan revolving around supernatural folklore, taking place in a variety of spooky Japanese locations. These titles give a unique Eastern vibe rarely seen elsewhere in the genre. That's interesting. I've never played that. I've never even heard of this one. I'm sorry, Sonia. I don't think I have. I mean, it's like the Japanese folklore. It sounds familiar. I've just never played it. I've never seen gameplay. Sorry, Americus. All right, number 6, Silent Hill. Okay, I say Silent Hill, Resident Evil, maybe Left 4 Dead. They should be on this list. I mean, I like all of them. So Silent Hill, which I actually have not played Silent Hill. I'm really upset. They're releasing it, re-releasing it for on PlayStation, but they're not putting it on PC, at least not yet. So I'm upset about that. All right, so 2 of the biggest horror video game series are Silent Hill and Resident Evil. And while Resident Evil is a better series, the first 4 Silent Hill games are probably the best lot of horror titles ever. The atmosphere, story, environment, and scare factors still hold up today. The story, in particular, is very well told, and you must pay attention to actually figure them out. After Silent Hill 4 is when the franchise took a big nosedive in quality. It seemed the series might return to glory with Hideo Kojima's Silent Hills, but that got canceled. Luckily, the series is back with many new installments and even a new movie in the works. Well, we'll see about that. Resident Evil. Wow, I'm kind of surprised that it's that low. I mean, I don't know if this is like a ranking. It didn't say ranking. It's just saying these are 10 good ones. So, I don't know. We could look at it however we want. The biggest video game horror series of all time is Resident Evil, coining the term survival horror back in 1996. Resident Evil did for horror games what Street Fighter II did for the fighting genre. Most horror games afterwards would not exist without Resident Evil, both gameplay-wise and the fact that the genre was proven to actually be profitable. There is no badly made main Resident Evil installment. All of them are well crafted, though some are definitely better than others. Resident Evil 4 2005 was also incredibly influential to video games as a whole and still seen as one of the greatest games of all time. Sonia says, I'll be honest, I don't play games, but I watch other people play them. Fatal Frame was one of them, had me on edge. It's fun. It's like watching a movie with certain games too. I used to do that all the time. Like I'd have like hangouts with friends and we would all just like play games. Sometimes others wouldn't, and we would just like watch it like it was a movie. Yeah, I thought Resident Evil would be one too. Ah, poor Justin. The 2 games that horrifies all players so much, they've been mostly forgotten. Mary Kate and Ashley's License to Drive, Barbie Horse Adventures. I wasn't expecting that. Number 4 is Castlevania. When thinking of old school series from the 8 and 16-bit days, Castlevania surely comes to mind. Whether it's the classic 2D action games that are hard as nails, the Metroidvania titles, I said that right, or the more recent hack and slasher Lords of Shadow, Castlevania remains legendary. So much so that it had multiple animated series, and despite no new game in nearly a decade, it doesn't feel like a big deal. With so many Metroidvania games out there, Castlevania doesn't need to return. It can remain the legendary Dracula whipping series it has always been. And there's my Left 4 Dead. Okay. Number 3. The team-based horror shooter that started it all. Left 4 Dead is huge in horror gaming, and it's still a blast today. I love Left 4 Dead. An incredible arsenal, enemy roster, environmental design, and with the memorable characters, Left 4 Dead set the standard for these types of multiplayer team-based shooters. It's had plenty of crossovers too. I didn't like Back 4 Blood. A lot of people actually didn't like Back 4 Blood. The story wasn't better than Left 4 Dead. The Walking Dead's number 2. Really, I played that. All right, this series isn't an original one, as it's based off the comic book of the same name. Regardless, it's still a powerhouse when it comes to story-driven titles. Telltale's The Walking Dead follows its own separate story within the comic universe. It has one of the medium's most gripping stories ever told. It really broke new ground when the first season launched in 2012, and it was shocking to see an adventure game win Game of the Year from so many outlets. Thankfully, the whole series is playable on most modern platforms, making it easy to experience. Yeah, I don't think I finished it, but it was a good game. Yeah. Sonia likes Back 4 Blood. I have it. I played it a couple of times. But I like Left 4 Dead more. It's when you do the sequel, I started with Left 4 Dead. The Left 4 Dead 2, we should say that's the one that I like to play, not the first one. This is so much fun. System Shock. I've never played this one. Before Prey and BioShock, there was System Shock with a far future space setting. System Shocks 1 and 2 were some of the first immersive sim games and still some of the best. The gameplay is just as engaging as it was back in the day, and their stories get wild. Shodan might be the best AI villain ever, and she's terrifying in System Shock 2. It's so cool to see the evolution of space horror games from System Shock 1 to something like the Dead Space remake. A remake of System Shock 1 by Night Dive Studios launched in 2023 and is a perfect way to get into the series. I never played that. That one you haven't played? You never heard? I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never played it. Well, I should keep this list up and look and maybe get some of them because, spooky season's here. So I think maybe I'll try some new games. It's on your Steam wish list, Americus. Yeah, I'm not sure. Have you guys ever played? Well, we're talking about games and we're ending here. Have you guys ever played the Bendy and the Ink Machine games? There's 2 of them. There's one that I have not. That I have not played. The second one. I'm gonna play it on stream though. I think that's a good game for October. I should play the first one though. For people who don't know the story, I have played the first one, but it was years ago, so I probably won't even remember it. Bye, Sonia. But yeah, it's kind of like a ripoff of like Mickey, like Mickey Mouse, but it's scary. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll play that next month. Here's my Kick link. If you guys have not followed me yet on Kick and you like gameplay, I play a lot of games over there. There's my link for that. I'll be on there shortly because I'm gonna be away for a few days. Yeah, it's Mickey Mouse but demented, basically. It's definitely a play on Mickey. Like it's not Mickey, but when you look at it, you think of like the old. It's supposed to be like black and white cartoons. It's interesting. I liked the first one. I just haven't played the second one yet, so maybe I'll play them both next month for spooky season. But yeah, they're interesting. Let me check and make sure I'm not missing anything before I hop off here. Thank you everyone for all, the love today. And I see Light Jet over there. I didn't say hi to you on Rumble. Hello. 14 people still going strong over there. I appreciate you guys. And Hoagies, don't worry. I'll make some mods over there. I just wish they made it more easy on Rumble and you just click on the name like you can over here on YouTube, but it's all right. I'll do it. I'll get it done. But yeah, I will be in about 20-30 minutes. I'm going to be live over on my Kick. I'm not sure what I'm playing. I don't know if Sea of Thieves is happening tonight, so I might just do like a chill little retro game because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get on tomorrow. Because I got to get all set up I'm going to be away for a few days. So, yeah, I just got to do that. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Thanks, guys. I know the show was like a little like less. I usually talk about a lot more stuff, but I guess I did. I mean, we still hit like the 2-hour mark, so not too bad. But I'll be back in time for my Saturday stream next week, and maybe I'll have a guest. I was gonna have a guest this week, but it didn't happen. It's been a while, so I probably should start bringing guests back sometimes because it's. I know you guys have fun with that. It's just nice, just like chatting with you guys sometimes, and just kind of like one-on-one. But I do like having guests. I miss having someone to bounce off and talk about topics with. So I'll probably reach out and get somebody on for next week. So I will be back next week. I might be back in time to do like a Kick stream on Friday, but I'm not positive. So in about 30 minutes, if you guys want, come hang out with me over on Kick and we'll just have a chill little game stream tonight. You guys are awesome. I love you all and have a great night. Have a great weekend. Bye.